Okay, everybody, welcome back. It's Legit Hoodlum here. We've got part 4 of my 5-part video game top 25 list, and we're gonna start off with number 10, Super Mario Bros. This game is one of the most iconic, legendary games of all time. It's a lot of fun to play. As this gameplay will show, you run around, bounce on monsters, collect coins, break stuff. It's pretty good. It's kind of a tough game. I mean, if anyone's played it, you know it's a little bit hard to play if you don't know like the secrets. Like that guy just showed the secrets. There's a secret box that gives you extra health, so that's a nice little secret that I just let you guys in on. Um, it's a great game. There's tons of shortcuts and secret passageways that are worth finding and it's worth playing this game just for those by themselves. It'll never get old, and it's extremely simple, but decently hard. It's an instant classic. It was an instant classic, and still remains one of the best games of all time. All right, number 9, Halo Combat Evolved, the very first of the legendary Halo games. This is interesting. It starts off, you run around as Master Chief, who is a bad A mother trucker. Like, seriously, this guy, he's one of the last remaining Spartans of, like, I think it was the Spartan 2 project. He's tasked to save the Earth, and he's good. He knows what he's doing. But, this game, there's tons of different aliens, weapons, vehicles, and missions that you can easily sink hundreds of hours into this game, not to mention that it has snuck its way into house parties all across the country in a way that no game has ever done before. I mean, I hear all the time, hey, we're gonna have a party and we're gonna play Halo. This game was simply awesome. It's one of the most revolutionary games of all time. It'll be remembered forever just because it's awesome, and Master Chief is one of the most iconic video game characters ever created. He's a cool dude. He's it's made for people. It made more people play it long. Oh my gosh, never mind. I'm just gonna stop trying. So, Halo is one of the most revolutionary and original games on Xbox. Alright, now I'm behind. Number 8, Mario Kart for the Nintendo 64. I remember playing this game as a young boy. Oh, it was my favorite game on the Nintendo 64 that I ever had. It was awesome. It was one of my, as you can see, it's pretty sweet. You just run around, go around the track and try and beat opponents, but it's a lot more than that. You can go and collect these little like mystery box type things where you can get tons of different like power up type of deals to help you win races and beat down on enemies. But since I don't have a Nintendo 64 anymore, I really can't tell you all much about this game because I don't remember it. I mean, the last time I played it was like when I was like a baby. So I remember vividly playing with my uncle. The only thing I remember is playing with my uncle and me beating him all the time. The only time that he ever got close to beating me was he was in first place with 1 lap to go, and I turned off the console because I didn't want to lose. Alright, so enough of that. Number 7, Pokemon Silver on the Game Boy Color. This game was awesome. It is my favorite Pokemon game ever. Don't ask me why, because it's like completely the same as Pokemon Blue, Pokemon, all the Green, all the games that came out at that time. But this game was my favorite. There was so much to do. It was definitely one of the best open world Game Boy games. There's so much to do. There's catching legendaries offers a challenge in this game that will keep you playing for tens to hundreds of hours. I remember when I played this that I went and bought like 35 Ultra Balls, and I went to catch the legendary Ho-Oh, and I dropped all 35 of my Pokeballs on him, and I did not catch him. So I turned off the game, turned it back on because I'd saved it right before, like you should. And the next time it was like 4 or 5 Ultra Balls, which I was kind of pissed about. But also any other features of this game, like the Elite Four, they offer a challenge for you. They're really fun to play against. I remember playing them so many times and it just getting so easy because I got Lugia, Ho-Oh, Entei, all those Suicune, all those guys. It's awesome when you beat them, and this is definitely the best game on the Game Boy Color ever. And number 6, Doom. This is definitely one of the most. This is probably the most iconic video game of all time. If you haven't played it, go play it. It's on the iPod now, and it's awesome. I mean, this game has things like it has really tough monsters, hard bosses. The bosses at the end of each like place that you go to are extremely tough. I mean, I die quite a few times playing them. They're tough boss battles. Each level gets bigger every time you beat a level, and there's secret passages you can find in them. And the secret passages are a lot of fun to find because you get cool special stuff at the end of them, like miniguns, like tons of cool weapons, or you can get these like little blue floating orbs that'll give you like 200% armor. And Bethesda has what can I say? Bethesda definitely has made a bunch of sick games like Skyrim, Dishonored, Fallout, Oblivion. Doom is definitely the best one, and it's one of the most influential games of all time. I don't know what to say about it except that it's awesome and I love it. Oh, but by the way, do not watch the movie of this game. The game is much better. Don't watch the movie. The movie is terrible. So that's all for today. This has been Legit Hoodlum with part 4 of my part 5, a 5-part saga of top 25 video games of all time. So we'll have part 5 hopefully by tomorrow. Thank you.